What's going on, fellas? This is Sir Stummelfin, leader of Affliction, and today we have our next war recap, and this is going to be uploaded on Monday. Tomorrow I start my training for my internship, so I'm going to be a little bit more busy. So I'm going to hopefully stockpile a little bit of videos on the weekend, and like I said, upload 3 videos a week. The upload schedule should be Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday or sorry, Monday and Wednesday for the war recaps, and if we come up with other ideas, Tuesday, Thursday for other videos. So let's go ahead and get into it, and we have our 26th win. Now, we had an excellent war. Let's go ahead and start off actually with the statistics. We'll go on our team. We had Danny did not attack, and Arctic decided to quit the game. Whoops. My mini thing with the minis, my mini, I told my brother he could attack, and I guess he ended up not doing it. But with mini accounts in the clan, I'm not really too worried if they use their second attacks because I assume everyone knows how to use their attacks if it's going to be a mini. So, I usually tell people to loot, but I'm letting my brother use his second attack on that if he wants or not. Hunter didn't attack with his second, and so he is setting this war. But we had a 6-star war from some of our lower guys. We had an excellent start coming out the gates for most of the bottom members. As in bottom, anyone not in Team 1. Team 1 really struggled this war, but we got enough to pull it out. Clashcaster got a 6-star. Holden got a 6-star war. I didn't even 3-star, so that was pretty rough. So I actually kind of lost from time. So a lot of these lower guys, pretty easy bases. I think they had 5 Town Hall 7s, so we're not going to show any of them. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at their war bases. So as you can see, a lot of these guys aren't too great of bases. So let's go ahead and get into an interesting one here on number 13. This is Holden. Wanted to show one of his replays though because he had a 6-star war. And let's see. So easy bait here. The interesting part though with this base is that you can see there are 2 potential double giant bomb spots right here by the Wiz Towers and the air defenses. So got the CC, nice little kill there. He's got some corner huts. Interesting here with the double giant bomb. Just double giant bomb check. Excellent heal though here at the beginning. And interesting enough though with his attack, there was no double giant bomb sets. And it looks like the giant bombs are on the outside of the base. So I would think that this base is a little bit harder, but actually really bad double giant bomb or giant bomb placement for pretty easy 3-star. So nice work there, Holden though, taking advantage of the base. Let's go ahead and keep moving on. We're gonna try and get as many replays as we can. Let's see. This is another attack by Holden. Okay, we'll go ahead and show this. This is a dragon attack. I believe I talked about it in my how to funnel video with the super dragon the super funnel. You're going to notice here he starts off a little interesting. So he doesn't really do a super funnel. He does a funnel though. Goes ahead and gets that zap quick down. Now he's taking a lot of time. He didn't really get the funnel, and it looks like his timing is a little bit off, but he waits a while and kind of lets his dragons split out. And then he sends 6 dragons here straight for the core along with some hogs. That was a little bit interesting. It's taking definite advantage of the base. I think you really want to do the super funnel more, even though because he had to use 80 troop space plus his BK for that initial part, and he's got 5-6 dragons left, but I probably think he could have decimated this base a little bit faster and a little bit smoother had he done the super funnel or just a little bit of a funneling or different timing and things like that. Still good attack though by Holden, and he decimated the base. So let's take a look here. Okay, we had a 6-star war from Classmaster, so let's go ahead and show one of his. Another hog attack. Let's kind of fast forward here. And 4 times it. Brings him to the corner. Good kill here. Nice and smooth. I like to see that. King not really needed there, but I guess he was trying to go for the extra tanking. Nice heal there at the beginning. Although these hogs here on the right didn't really seem that necessary. I probably would have stuck with my main squad of hogs and kind of deployed my other hogs like around them because there was more of a massive clump so that you can use your heals more effectively. Doesn't even use his poison though. Or his second poison, I want to say. Let's keep going. Okay, that's attack from CK. It's attack from Talon. Let's take a look here. So these guys were these guys are all kind of Town Hall 9s. We actually overmatched them a little bit on that front. But let's go ahead and take a look at Elm's attack. This was one of the bases that I hit a long time ago in one of my war recaps from like January. And let's see what he does. So he runs a shattered Goho, it looks like. Rages up his troops. Okay, so he's got a nice clump. Got wall breakers going in. Very interesting. Doesn't seem like those were that effective. And didn't get his funnel wide enough because his king starts trailing. Drops 2 groups of hogs. Very interesting here. Okay. So he's got his hogs going in from 2 different sides. And drops a heal, a final heal for the core. Now I would have used my poison here. Yeah, so he's got 2 poison. He's got a poison spell and he's got like 6 skellies, and these skellies do a lot of work. So I mean, there's a lot of different opportunities that he had to use his poison, and as a result of not using the poison, right here that you can see, this attack actually is a lot closer than I felt like it really needed to be. So anyhow, he finishes out the base with just, like, I want to say 1 or 2 seconds to spare. Very close attack, but still a 3-star, and I believe that was the first attack. So nice job. I was going to say Holden. Nice job, Liam. Okay, we got another Town Hall 9 3-star from Django. Here we go. Okay. So fast forward a little bit through this initial stuff. Let's keep going. Just the bait and the kill. Nothing really to see there. Pretty standard. Drops a, I was going to say stoned. It was a cold-blooded Goho. Takes out the queen. Nice little tanking. Drops his hogs, 2 fingers spread. Very patient on his heals. I probably would have used this right side heal a little bit faster, but he's got good tanking from his main squad because you can, as you can see, that king, the expos and stuff like that, were tanked a little bit, but he basically takes out this base. Pretty easy base design, but he takes it out appropriately and plenty of time to spare, I believe. Good cleanup. Absolutely wrecks this base. Pretty easy stuff there. Now, we actually struggled, not this base, this was Brian, but we actually struggled our top 5. Very interesting enough. Arctic didn't even attack, and so we missed about 3 attacks from our Team 1 guys. However, we still didn't start off that great regardless, so a little bit annoying on that. He kind of rushed his attack, it looked like, a little bit. Very interesting though. He has a jump that's like not even needed, so he takes this base out with 3 heals, which is a little bit crazy to me. And this attack also kind of comes down to the wire. Just kind of got this jump. Looks like he's just kind of swag jumping this, and has just enough time to finish out this base. Now, the last replay that I'm going to show is actually my attack, and it's not a 3-star. I really wrecked the base, in all honesty, but I want to show why I didn't 3-star it. Now, I'll go ahead and show the bases we didn't 3-star as well. This base should have been taken out. I really don't understand why we struggled a lot. So I think there were like 2 or 3 attacks on that base, and that base should not have been a difficulty. But here's the base that I hit. This should have been a 3-star, but you're going to see, if the replay wants to show, exactly why I didn't. And it's a learning tool that I think. So you're going to see here, I start off with a 2 loon, 2 hog drop, and I knew there was GBs right there. I got the full bait. I didn't get the second GB, but that's alright. That's not going to be too big of a deal. Let's fast forward. Get the kill. Drop the golem. Now, let's zoom in here. You're going to see a lot of DPS and splash, and right there, the Wiz Tower took out my wall breakers. A little bit of an annoyance, nothing too big. Now this Wiz right here is going to kill me, and I'll show you why. So, took out the queen, a little bit sloppy though at the beginning, and we get this Asian wall of hogs to go in, hit several defenses at once with the pre-heals, and that's what you want to do with an Asian wall. That's the whole purpose of it. Now I got 2 heals for the rest of the base. 1 heal there, 1 heal there. This right heal, I don't know about the timing on that. Maybe the heals could have been weighted a little bit more. Let's kind of fast forward though. So you're going to notice though, that Wiz that I was talking about, this Wiz decides to go to the left, interesting enough. I thought he was going to, to the right instead of the left. And that if I would have kept that one last Wiz that I showed you, I would have had time. But you're going to watch. I really did pretty much wreck this base. But it came down to cleanup, and I was about 1 second left, and that would have been a 3-star. So, kind of disappointing. Not really going to show you the attacks here. Brian got pretty unlucky break or something like that. I can't remember. Nothing really worth showing. Let's see. I'll show this one actually, just to show you also what I did wrong. But it was an interesting plan. I should have brought in 2 hounds, but this is a queen walk zap quake Golaloon. So a little bit more of a complex attack. Probably could have used surgical hogs. I felt like this was the best attack for this base. I get the queen walk going. I get the wall breakers going, and I pulled out the CC. Have no poison for the CC, but I rage my queen. I probably could have used a poison to help out, or not use that rage and just use the queen's ability. And so I'm a little bit patient here, kind of waiting on this enemy queen, and I'm going to have to use my queen's ability here fairly soon. But my whole purpose right now is to take out the air D. So my queen just takes out the air D. I drop my king in. A little bit of a late funnel here. This should have been a little bit faster because you're going to notice I have to drop some Wiz over here, and then I drop a Wiz right here, and that Wiz, along with that funnel, see the funnel is key, and the king then decides to go in with the wall breakers as well, but just decides to go in because that was the next closest. This gold storage right here was the next closest for the king. I dropped my Zap Quake in. And you're going to notice here though, so I used a lot of space, and now I only have 1 hound and about 13 balloons. And he's got Teslas here in the core, and I just don't have enough tanking with this hound to finish out this base. Despite, he's got the quad Teslas in the core. If I probably would have had 1 more hound, that would have been a 3-star. And he didn't even have a double giant bomb set right here, or in some of the areas that I was thinking. So it was a decent idea, just didn't have enough tanking there at the end with my hound. And really, you should have 2 hounds for 1 air D. You should always be 1 up on the hounds against the air D. Probably had too much cleanup troops and just didn't get the base done. It was a good idea though. So we'll go ahead and end with our defenses. So pretty decent defenses. You can see they had to use some Town Hall 9s on some of the lower bases, or some of their higher Town Hall 9s on the lower bases. Some of our TH8s got 3-star pretty quickly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That's our 26th win. We're now 26-3. Very exciting though for our first 20v20 war. And we got another one in the works right now. Hopefully, we'll pull this one out. And this is Sir Studmuffin, leader of Affliction, and I'm out. Peace.